I tell people, new employees when they come here, you can go down the street here and make septic tanks, you can go make pizza boxes, or you can make race tires. Because that's what we do. Welcome to Plymouth, Indiana, Hoosier Racing Tire, where we make Continental GR Cup tires. A lot of what we do here is grassroots racing.
Well, the Spec Series tire, it's a big undertaking to develop a tire and get into a series, and you have to be committed. And your whole company and everybody in the company has to be committed to that goal.
What kind of things do you guys have to start figuring out to develop a tire?
First would be just to know the car itself. Okay, so we just need some general information on what the car is, how much it weighs, what size tire you're looking for, the application, but also, what kind of tracks we're looking to go to. Is the same tire size front to rear? What kind of performance level are you looking to get? And then we kind of go from there. We've got a huge portfolio of catalogs we can start with. As with the GR Cup, we'll start with something and then we tailor it to that application. That's what we did here. The GR Cup tire is its own specific tire.
We can have anything from maybe 5 or 6 chemicals in a real simple compound up to 20 or more. It all depends on what type of tire it is.
Starts in the mixing plant. First thing, the materials come in. We do all the testing on the materials, make sure they're all good. Then we start putting the rubber together, doing small batch mixing. Then that goes to the mixer. The rubber, all the components go into the mixing. It gets mixed, gets put on a mill, sheeted off, stacked. The rubber comes over to the tire side. From a tire building standpoint, you build all the components first. You start off with the calendared fabric. You make treads, you make sidewall components, you make beads, you finish the beads. Some beads have different materials put on them, just depending upon the tire. Once that's done, all those components go to the tire building machine and it gets assembled there. On one side of the machine, you're building the carcass, you'll put the inner liner down, the plies go down, the sidewall material goes down. That'll go on a conveyor to the other side of the machine. On that side of the machine, the carcass gets put on the flanges, the package gets built, the belts get put down, the overwrap gets applied, and then the tread gets applied. Then the carcass is assembled, the package will slide over onto the carcass, it'll be shaped out, stitched down, and it'll be removed. Gets loaded into a curing press. It cures for a certain length of time, depending upon what the recipe calls for. It comes out of the curing press. We put it on a PCI, a post inflator. Once the tire is on the post inflator for a certain amount of time, it comes off. It gets taken to a final finish. They put the heat transfer on. It goes from there to final inspection. Goes on a conveyor to final inspection, where they inspect the tire. Once it's inspected, they stamp it with an inspection number. Then it gets put on the conveyor and sent over to shipping, and it's loaded onto a trailer and shipped to Lakeville.
When I went to the GR Cup race in Indianapolis last fall, watching those guys going 3 wide, they come down the straightaway at 100-some mile an hour, 3 wide into a turn at about 50 mile an hour. Stomp the gas and hope the Continentals grip, and they do, and they rip off. And it just, like I said, it gets me going.